first thing that should be mentioned here is that everyone dreams. While you might be one of the people who are not currently remembering what your dreams are, that doesn't mean it isn't happening. If you are one of those people who do not remember their dreams, then the homework for you specifically is to get a sticky note or a piece of paper you can tape to your mirror. Write out on a piece of paper that you're now ready to remember your dreams so that you can communicate with your higher self and that you're grateful for the opportunity. The gratitude part is really important, so please remember to include that. Read this out loud to yourself in the mirror 3 times while making eye contact with yourself right before you go to bed. Keep in mind that while oftentimes people will dream the first night and remember their dreams in the morning, you may be one of those people that will get to read the note to yourself for a few nights before it works. So please be patient with the process and keep an open mind. This works whether you believe it works or not. So part of the reason people stop remembering their dreams is because of fear, maybe past trauma, maybe the lack of desire for growth. If you're one of those people who have been traumatized and just wanted a mental break, one of the things that may have stopped is your dreams. If you acknowledge that you are ready to grow and that you now feel safe to do so, your dreams can continue. If it interests you, you can ask yourself before you go to sleep to achieve clarity in your dreams. So what do I mean by clarity? Clarity could have to do with seeing a situation clearly that confuses you, or clarity could mean showing you the path in your life you should take for your highest good. So asking for clarity can help you take away the mind fog and cut away what isn't serving you right now. This can greatly support you in seeing what you may be ignoring or what you may be blind to. The key here is consistency, meaning ask yourself every night for clarity until it happens. You may get to tell yourself this several nights in a row, but as time goes on, your dreaming mind will begin to offer a solution to your problem in your dreams. So the same can be done if you're wanting to look farther into the future or even see the future. Because your unconscious mind gathers millions of bits of information a day, those pieces of information can be put together to support you in understanding the future. Seeing the future is also supported by the fact that you are a spirit and you can do anything along the chronological timeline. So as a spirit, you can jump the timeline and be in your past, your future, or anywhere in the universe you so choose to. There are mountains of data supporting precognition. Much of it is scientifically proven, so keep that in mind. By using dreams as your vehicle and utilizing all the millions of bits of information your mind collects daily, along with the infinite power as a spirit, you can foresee future events through your dreams by asking your dreams to reveal the future. My recommendation is to do so without any agenda, meaning don't do it hoping to hear a specific outcome. If your agenda is to only know the truth, your dreams can support you accurately. Dreams are supportive in other ways as well. As an example, we may dream of a solution that eluded us while we were awake. Our dreams may foresee future events and reveal to us the best path for us to take. Perhaps they may even foretell of a future celebration we're not currently aware of. Dreams can sometimes predict death or birth or a joyous event or upcoming sadness. And other times our dreams might simply be a plethora of random information that gets to be released in order for us to function better the next morning. For many of us, our dreams can become an epic story, often repeating from one day to the next. All the symbols that come up in a dream may not make rational sense, but instead offer important symbolism that, once translated, are critical to understanding who you are, where you get to go, and what lessons you are learning. With that being said, it's an important point to remember that your unconscious mind never sleeps. This is a part of you that dreams and offers you the symbols in order to support you in your life. Sometimes you may find that during the day you might not give a second thought to certain events or issues that your dreams can't seem to stop talking about. What I'm talking about here is that maybe your ex-significant other from years ago is playing a starring role in your dreams, but you never think about them when you're awake. This one usually drives people crazy. Or you don't ever think about a certain relative or high school friend from way back, but they keep showing up in your dreams every night. When this happens, it's usually not about these people specifically. It's usually about what these people represented in your life. So if your ex-significant other represented a lazy person who was selfish, your dream might be pointing out how you've been lazy and selfish. Or it might be showing you how you feel as though someone in your life is being lazy and selfish. Or it could be showing you that this person or the situation with this person created an unresolved issue that gets to be solved. Sometimes you may not remember much, but bits and pieces of your dreams. This may seem counterintuitive not to remember, since your brain is doing its best to heal in your sleep. But these types of dreams support in keeping the mind balanced. This is our mind's way of processing the information in order to make sense of the events and to recover from trauma. While you may experience many different types of people playing starring roles in your dreams, oftentimes who or what they are representing are misinterpreted. So it's common for people to present a state of mind, a period of time, an emotion, or an event, or they could represent different aspects of you. For example, the dream could represent who you were when you were younger, indicating past events, or who you are when you're being analytical or scared, or who you are when you're angry, or what type of persona you take on when you are at work or at home. The person you dreamed about is almost never a literal interpretation. In other words, you could have a dozen people surrounding you in your dream, and they could all represent you in different ways. What I'm illustrating here is that for you to get the most out of what your dreams are trying to say, we must first improve our ability to translate symbolism. Let us first categorize different types of dreams briefly, just for the sake of clarity. Firstly, the definition of a nightmare would be personified in the mind of the dreamer based on their emotional reaction to the dream. So what I mean by that is, if the dreamer wakes up frightened, then the dream was a nightmare. So defining whether it was a dream or a nightmare is based on the emotion the dreamer is left with. While it can be said that the nightmare itself was the cause of the fear within its woven story, even if the dreamer does not remember the dream at all, it is considered a nightmare based on the feeling it leaves behind. With that being said, if the dream is remembered, the symbolism will leave behind valuable clues as to what deep fears you may be experiencing, even if you're not aware they're occurring underneath the surface. These dreams are a goldmine and should definitely be analyzed. If your nightmares are chronic, chances are you're plagued by trauma in your daily life from the past or the present. The best solution for banishing not only the nightmares, but the trauma itself is addressing the issues, the core issues. So what I mean by this is translate the symbolism by writing all the elements of the nightmare down and then face what the situation is all about. Sometimes the only way out is through, and it's best to face it head on so that you can find peace. Another type of dream is the reoccurring dream. This could be a dream that is occurring daily, weekly, monthly, or occasionally over years. These types of dreams, if taken seriously, can offer profound insights that shift your life in a big way. These dreams might be pointing out how to assist with making parts of your personality more effective, fear that you've allowed to take control over you, or some sort of trauma that is unresolved or wants attention. Once their riddle is solved, these dreams will no longer come visit you. When your dream is intended specifically for healing, often they are motivational in nature to take action to heal your body in some way. Your dreams can warn you for a long time about physical issues that get to be healed. If we pay attention, we can stay healthy and live for a long time. When your dreams are prophetic in nature, we are talking about precognition. These dreams support us in future events. Because not everyone believes that these types of dreams are possible or real, sometimes people will refer to these types of dreams as psychic dreaming. Those that do have these types of dreams know they are accurate. There are other types of dreams that are cosmic, which reveal huge revelations. And then we have lucid dreaming, which is a dream where you have control over what you can do because you're aware that you're asleep. What's interesting about lucid dreaming is that the same phenomenon works when we're awake. If you can realize who you truly are when you're awake and what you're capable of, Just like the control you can obtain in your dream when you were lucid dreaming, you can snap into a different type of reality and occasionally have the infinite control of how to manipulate the world around you while you're awake. This is a type of God realization. So what do I mean by realizing who you actually are? Well, that's a good question. Who you are when you take away all of the judgments and limiting beliefs is a completely different person than who you'll recognize yourself to be now. The limiting beliefs that are placed on top of your authentic self are not who you are at your core. You will discover who you authentically are once you drop all the limiting beliefs, fears, judgments, and live as unconditional love.